Hey there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome back to Thet Plays Oxygen. Not included. I feel like I should have some temp shift plates over here. They're thermally reactive. Why? In fact, I heard gold amalgam is actually even better for getting heat dispersal to go out. Why? Because it'll help this stuff spread faster. And by this stuff, I mean the cold air coming out of here. Wait, is that all the gold we have? Oh, if that's all the gold we have, I don't want to use it. Wait. Wait. Yeah. No. I thought we had more than that. We do have stress going down, though. That's good. Yeah, I guess we are relatively low on gold. Well, in that case, I guess we can go ahead and use just regular old obsidian? Sedimentary rock is also thermally reactive. Guess we'll use obsidian for now. We do have enough for that, so there we go. We'll just open up one of the doors while that happens. Now, obviously, we do still have a bit of an issue. I actually want to go ahead and start digging this stuff out. Ooh, especially the abyssalite, probably, to let air actually flow through this stuff some more. And what I mean by that is to allow the heat, so I'm trying to say, to disperse some more. And I do want to put the electrolyzer, I think, over here and have it pump the gas out more than it's doing now. I mean, the gas coming through here, the oxygen coming through here is a little warm, which is why we're pumping it through the thermal regulator already. But I think what we're doing is going to be effective here in the long run, because right now the oxygen is coming out at 79 degrees Fahrenheit, which is more than fine for this. Actually, this setup might be okay. It's still really hot over here, but we're cooling it down. And this room should help cool everything down as time goes on. In fact, we got a couple spaces over here that are already just fine. And we'll see if this helps make this whole spot more thermally reactive here. We also need to eventually think about how we're going to use... Yeah, let's get all this polluted water down in here when you get a chance. We're also going to think about how we're eventually going to want to use this thing. Natural gas geyser. Right now it's dormant, which means it's let out all the gas that it can, but eventually I'm thinking I'll probably want to surround it by tile and let it shoot natural gas up, and we can use the gas, obviously, for natural gas generation. Especially since we're out of coal again. Well, we have 7 tons of it somewhere, but we're darn close to being out. Alright, we're digging this stuff up as well. I think having this stuff dug out is going to help help the heat transition a little bit more safely. Although I might be wrong. But I think the temp shift plate will definitely help the temperature go down. From what I've seen. And what I've heard. Everything else... What the... It's a pufflet. Well, that's cute. Everything else is kind of on the back burner compared to that for now. I really don't like all the polluted oxygen that's ending up over here. Now that I think about it. These guys... They do eat the polluted oxygen. And they convert it into slime. So I guess that works out. That gives us more slime and all that good stuff. You know, I have a lot of ice I'm sitting on. I wonder if I can throw down ice sculptures. And if that'll cool things down. Let's say I put an ice sculpture here and here. Obviously, they'll eventually melt, but will that also... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've lost some electricity here. This one's empty. Let's see, that is these. Connecting here to these. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I can't just connect it to this grid either. Let's see, this is 840. Yeah, I couldn't just connect it to that one either. Ugh. That kind of needs its own power grid. Whether we like it or don't. That's not good, because that means none of the stuff's getting pumped around. Alright. Well. This is an unfortunate circumstance. More bristle blossoms seem to be growing. That is definitely good. Okay, the power's back up and running now, which means we probably have... Oh yeah, all three of these are running now. And then this is actually filling with power. Alright, that's all fantastic, well and fine. We still have this going basically as expected, although this thing does keep overheating. It means we keep needing copper to keep it repaired. Which I guess 40 kilograms, it's not that bad. Got 10 tons of it. So it's not like we're at a loss for it or anything. Alright, I want all of this room to be brought down as low as possible. Condensation point is negative 297. I believe the rule for this is that it can't bring anything below its condensation point. So, in theory at least, this hydrogen can be brought down quite a bit. Wait, that's 490. I must have been looking at something else. Minus 491. So we could cool this room down a lot. Again, in theory. We'll see what actually happens, of course, as time goes on. And I'm curious to see what happens with these ice blocks as well. I imagine they're going to melt almost immediately, but if they also give off some cool air as they melt, this could totally be worth it. There you go. There's the ice block. Properties. Melting point is 30 degrees. Right now it's 13. Temperature is going up, but the temperature around it is dropping rapidly. It's in the 70s around where it is. So it's going to drip water basically down here. Eventually into this pool, most likely. But this still might work. Because, yeah, right now it is clearly still under a freezing temperature. Man, now I wish this room was big enough to put some ice blocks in here. But, then again, with the metal wall, this should get through. There should be some diffusion of temperature here. This should work out just fine. By the time Priscilla wakes up, this thing's going to melt. Yeah, I don't think you're actually going to get this job done, but I appreciate the support nonetheless, Priscilla. So this airlock is at 76. This one over here is at 83, and this one up here is at 81. So this is definitely 100% working. Man, she's actually got the art done. Which, hey, a little bit of art practice doesn't hurt anybody, right? Even though this thing will 100% go away soon. But yes, this might actually work. The stupid plan might actually work. And we are growing mealwood. Right now we're stuck at 45 kcals, but that's good enough for right this second. We're down to less than 5 tons of coal again, so I want to find out if I can get some more somewhere. There is some more over here. I think we should go ahead and try to dig it. I don't want the morb, though. I don't want to unleash this guy into our world. But I do want that coal. So let's go ahead and try to dig out this coal. We're gonna... I think the easiest way to do that is to just Throw tile over here. And dig up all this. There you go. Yep, it melted. Water's still at a smooth 80 degrees. In fact, the stuff that's coming down is actually even cooler, which should help bring the temperature all around here down as well. I mean, it's a brisk 75 where this water is. Yeah, this still feels like a really smart move. How much more ice do we have? A lot. We've got a lot of ice. I say we keep using it. We're still at insufficient oxygen generation, which is unfortunate. Also, this pool is getting humongous. Pipe blocked. Going up here. Well, yeah, it's... There's nothing more to use, really. So I'm not surprised that pipe is blocked. See, the temperature in here right now is fairly stable on most of it at 125. I'm hoping that's keeping it from coming out of the room, too, in most of it. But I'm not sure on that. That said, I'm going to turn this off for a while. We're just going to stop using this. We'll let the vent, you know, basically pick up. And I'm thinking I want to find a way to cool this in the future before I start moving it over. That said, we got plenty of water right here. Got tons and tons of it. It's not accessible by pump, but we got tons of it nonetheless. We should also probably move the polluted ice somewhere over here. I'm thinking... Get rid of one of these, put a tile there, and put the polluted ice right over here where it can be melted. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. We're still a lot lower on calories than I want to be. But I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, the water in here is still at a pretty low temperature. Water in here is climbing, but I'm not too surprised. And the water in here went straight up to 170 something. That's scalding. Oh, we'll almost accidentally released the morb anyway. I really don't want him because he just shoves out polluted oxygen. Which, yeah, we could turn into regular oxygen, but that's still not a good thing. Alright, we're still complaining about overheating over here, which is fine. I do feel like throwing hydrogen into this thing to bring the temperature down overall would be good, but... I don't know. I think now that it's actually getting to almost positive temperatures all in here, that might be the way to go. In fact, I should dig out some of this abyssalite so some of that extremely... Yeah, some of this extremely cool air and stuff can get out of here. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that'll be my next project here. We're gonna keep letting the coal get dug out for now, though. I gotta slow it just a little bit while we let other projects get done. Another ice block was finished. Temperature over here is looking at 81. It's still 94 in this one pocket, which is funny because it's lower everywhere near it. It's just a single pocket that's still in the 90s. But we are bringing the temperature down. It's happening. I even believe it's radiating slowly. So, good things seem to be happening. Alright, we're going to throw a tile over here. We're going to throw a storage compactor on top of it. For ice. Polluted ice. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, now all the hydrogen is actually being pumped into this generator. So, yes, let's go ahead and pump some of it. Let's priority 7 this. We're gonna pump some of it right here into this pipe. And it may not be much. It probably won't be much. Most of it's gonna go into the generator, but that's fine by me. That's technically where I want most of it to go. At least for the time being. So let's see. I want to take a look. 102? 102? This thing is at 102 coming out? Oh, it's going in at 126, so that's why, yeah. And even then, it comes over here, and it should be getting a lot cooler. It still comes out at like 76. 81 is the highest I've seen. That's still making a big difference. Especially if it is going in there at like 120 degrees. Yeah, actually the temperature behind it is not as high. It's really the highest where these machines are. Which I guess should not be surprising. Yeah, now we're looking at 75 right here in this section. That's huge. In fact, most of our problems here are the chlorine and stuff now. Which, don't get me wrong, is pretty bad. Also, I think the water coming down here is actually cooling this space down as well. Because now we got more mushrooms growing than we did before. JP's still feeling it on the stress. Yeah, soggy feet is a big part of it. That doesn't surprise me. But we're also getting coal. We're back up to 6 tons of it. Which is great. Don't get it twisted. I'm actually fine with all this water dripping around as well. In fact, the water that comes down here will probably freeze into ice, which we can then reuse. Yeah, because what's the... Let's see, water. What's your actual freezing point? 30 degrees and it's 18 down here? Yeah, that's going to become ice again. Dude, we got a perpetual ice machine. This may have been the secret we've been looking for all this time. I mean, I don't think it's going to be perpetual 100%, but... You know, you don't know for sure. We're just going to keep rocking with it and seeing what happens. You know? I have no idea what this is over here. I'm actually curious now. We'll have to figure that out some other day. Okay, I could probably dig all this out as well. In fact, that might help even more diffusion go on. So let's dig this stuff up when we got the chance to. Not going to worry about this right away. And I guess since we got all this dug out, I don't need to worry about the tiling here either. Yeah, that's fine. Got some food that decayed. That's really bad. Especially since it's not all growing fast enough. Come on, guys. I'd rather not starve if we can help it. But yeah, this is actually working, like, remarkably well at getting the temperature down here. I'm actually surprised. Which really means we should be growing a lot more in this area, too, so... You know, how about we do that? Before I forget. Tile all these up. And then I can get rid of the ladder in between and actually grow on those as well. In fact, once all of these are built, I can do that for all of those areas. We'll have a brand new area where we can grow a bunch of mealwood. And it'll presumably be okay. Maybe not great. Maybe not perfect. But it'll be okay. You can also get rid of, like, these ladders. This ladder's not going to be necessary. This one, I'm going to Get rid of these tiles here. Unnecessary. Buildings only. Get rid of these. I guess having this one is kind of necessary. Sort of. Not really. Alright, now we're at an actual shortage. Because we need 13,000 per cycle because we have 13 dupes. But we only have 10k available. So that's an issue. Needless to say. What could I do about it? There are options. Hey, you got a sage hatchling egg. We could eat some hatchlings. We could eat some Drekos. So there are options. Are they the friendliest options? No, they're not. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes what you gotta do is eat some meat, you know? We don't need these pups. Let's get rid of the pups. We've engaged a pup in combat. It is dead. And it gives us meat. That's what we need. We need meat. There you go. More meat. Couple more K-Cows. Let's get rid of this ladder now. This one's going to stay. We can now get rid of this. We can now get rid of this. We can now get rid of this. And... oh, va-boom. We can get rid of the rest. Excellent. Alright. We need another ice block right here, please. Keep cooling this area down. I mean, some of the water does end up over here, which is where we don't want it. In fact, we really don't want it coming down here. So, I'm thinking we should prevent that by opening this area up. And building a quick manual airlock here. That'll encourage the water to come down into where it's going to freeze again, basically. Alright, soon, hopefully, the deconstruction will begin. But a lot of these mealwoods are almost ready to harvest again. So that is great. We're actually running out of water. And by running out, I mean we're out of water here. So I think we need to build a pump at the other area. Ah! Work! Stuff to do. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna high priority this deconstruction. Let's get 2 of these done. We're gonna put a pump over here. Oh, dude, there's polluted water sitting right there. I need that mopped up, which means we're going to want a ladder going up here to where we can mop it up. Once that's mopped, we can dig this out and, you know, get the pump going the way we want it. Unreachable. In what manner? Oh, yeah, that's right. We can't go past the thermal regulator. Because we need to move it. Alright. That's rough. But fixable. For now, we're going to do this. Alright. So, what's the best way to get around here? Actually, I think it's going to be to go ahead and deconstruct a couple of tile pieces over here. Oh, this was supposed to be deconstructed as well. When someone gets the chance. Alright, we're 21 kcals. We're not climbing yet, but we're not shrinking either. Okay, once this ladder section is built, we can go across here. Then we should be good to go for a while. We're at a 30 or 3,000 coal. Still not good. Still very much not good. But at least all this water's still going the right way. Yeah, I can't dig down farther here, otherwise the water stands a serious chance of going in the wrong direction. I really don't want that to happen. Alright, slowly but surely there are other parts over here that are turning out to be usable, or growable again. But it's very slow. I still think this is definitely working. Like, way better than it probably should. And we got a food shortage again, but at least this time it's kind of expected. Are there any other animals that we could take care of? I'm wondering. I guess at this point we would have to take out some of the Drekos. How are we on the stuff that they make? Let's see. Reed fiber. Balm lily flower. We got a lot of those. We got 16 of 32 pending errands. I mean, rather not eat them. I feel like we're going to have to eat some of them. We're just doing what we got to do at this point. Oh, actually, you know what? We got the fish down here. Let's take care of some of these fish. Knock them out, we should be okay. You don't look like you're participating in combat. Just saying. I think you make the button appear before you actually start the combat. I'm not sure if you do that on purpose or not. But I'm thinking that's what it looks like you're doing. Anyway, once we have enough hatches, we should be able to subsist on a group of them as well. I didn't see how much... Oh, there it is. 32 kcals of meat. That's actually pretty good. Dude, look at all these hatches. It's actually a lot of them now. This is going pretty well. I want this farm to keep going. Plus, they give us coal. Slowly, but they do give us coal. And this should be keeping the temperature over here low as well. I don't know for sure if it is, but it should be. And this is totally giving us more ice. That's amazing. This is one of those things where it seems like it's so dumb it shouldn't work, but it does. Copy settings. Boom. Thank you. And I actually love the fact that it works. More ice block. I'm going to actually cancel and then rebuild here because it'll be at a higher priority. And actually the water should pool in here, which will, I think, cool the whole area down more. I think. I actually want to put more ice blocks down, but I can't. Because it'll go the wrong way. Well, I guess I could... If I did this... Yeah, I could put another ice block here. And I actually really want to do that now that I know that I can... That I can, basically. Oh, jeez, the water's pouring over. This needs to be... Cancel, we're going to do this at a priority 9. Priority 9, get this stuff swept up. This thing, disable this for now. We don't need this thing bringing in filtered water. Already filtered water. Yeah, we need that pump going now. ASAP, preferable. So now temperature over here should be dropping fairly rapidly, which should affect temperature all around. Okay, that got dug up. Dig this. In fact, dig all this. We'll just have an area going over. Duh. That was so obvious. I wish I'd seen it a long time ago. Deconstruct this. Actually, priority 8 this. Then once that's done, we can go ahead and put an actual pump here. That'll help us a lot. And our kcal is actually looking pretty decent right now. 31k. Maybe we've done up all the animals we need to do for a while. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay, give me a pitcher pump right here. What? Oh, has to go one down. Works for me. Alright, and it actually can't use all of the stuff from this pool. So I'm going to wait until the pool has dropped down a bit before I turn the pump back on, obviously. Seems like having it on right here would probably be a bit of a disaster. But yeah, I think this is actually helping drive the temperature down a bit in a lot of this area. It's still 90-something degrees here somehow. I know the lamp gives off a little bit of heat, like 2.5 watts. It's not that much. At least it doesn't seem like it should be. Do the ceiling lamps give off less? Because if so, I might want to switch to ceiling lamps. And these little guys don't give off any heat as far as I know, but I like him where he is. Let's look real quick, because this is going to be the last thing I do for this episode. Is look at numbers, which is always fun. 2.5, 2.5. Okay, they give off the same amount. I mean, yes, you could hang it above, but they still give off literally the same amount of heat. So we need to keep cooling them down using other methods. And I think this is slowly working. I mean, we're going to have some bristle blossoms here soon. These are at 90. This one's at 97. So very soon, actually. And then I think once that's done, the next step is actually going to be to draw this heat away over here somewhere. We're going to find a way to work on that. But that's going to be next time here on Thet Plays Oxygen Not Included. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by giving a like and all that good stuff. You know what to do. Smart lads, and I believe in you. Also, pooling up some water over here, finally. And I'm going to let it pool for a while. I mean, this is broken as hell. I don't care right now. I'm going to let all this water pool, and we'll pump it out when necessary. And soon we won't need either of the pitcher pumps. At least that's what I'm hoping. Actually, going to not use this one. Disable this one as well. But that'll actually happen in the next episode. Until then, folks, thank you again for watching this episode of Thet Plays Oxygen Not Included. My name is Thet. We're not starving yet. But I will see you in the next video.